I want to be prolific. I want to be different.
My girl Phoenix out here, Phil.
I'm not really a rapper. More of a poet. The lyrics will show it though. Yeah. Let's go. Don't matter if it's 09 to 18. If I spit on it, it's still me. And if I'm feeling the vibe, then I jot down some lines, but I give it everything. Music's a calling, not career goals. I'm trying to spark a match, I'm trying to free souls. With my words, metaphors and verbs, show women their worth, then educate the herbs. Fear is false evidence appearing real. We've become numb, millions have turned still. So used to surviving, nobody's really living. So used to being used that nobody's really giving. Brooklyn raised me, so I remain fearless. I put it in the universe, hoping the youth hear this. Faith is ability to push toward greatness. Never mind the haters, it's normal to get the fake shit.
It's your girl, Justice Lane, and you're tuned in to Prophet Radio with Prophet P.
It's all a part of the process. You're gonna have haters, you're gonna have forces, you're gonna have energy that's just trying to oppose what you're trying to do, but you're greater than that, man. You're way more. Just focus on the mission, remain consistent, don't speak more than you listen, then handle your business, adapt a tunnel vision, study your lane of interest, you'll struggle a bit and then they'll see your vision. I'm determined to win, isn't a second option. I sing plus I rap, my talents are interlocked and headed for the top, cause they know Phoenix rocks, man. As long as you focus, there's nothing that they can stop, and was inevitable that the time will come when I step to the plate and I hit a home run. Just getting started, but I'm warming up. I think it's pretty clear what's in store for y'all. I think it's pretty clear I ain't playing no more. Been hiding all of my talents, I got plenty for y'all. Plus plenty of songs, my hunger alone won't let me leave the table till I'm cleaning the crumbs. Young, till I clean in the crumbs. My hunger won't let me leave till I'm cleaning the crumbs. Young, stay hungry, never thirsty. That's the motto. The singer and the poet, you ain't even know it. Don't you be surprised, I won't compromise. Why are you so scared of me? Why are you so scared of me? You out here doing you, I do the same thing too. So why are you so scared of me? I know you're scared of me. Oh.
Hey Joe, we gotta do a project, man. We too fire together. Oh God. Clip is on banana, and the club up on my hammer. Clip is on banana, bad bitch with no manners. Whipping out the finna, got a pocket full of money. You can't take it from me.
Ready?
Yeah, I know they love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they love me.
Yeah.
Club up on my hammer, clip is on banana, bad bitch with no manners. Whipping out the finna, got a pocket full of money. You can't take it from me. Yeah, I know they love me. You can't take it from me. This got started, I ain't finished. Forest be no England. Broken up my language. No, I ain't not tripping. Yeah, you know I'm for my homie. Don't think you could clone me. Remember when they curved me? Now they check my story. Yeah, I know that I am perfect, but a nigga solid. Need a bitch with knowledge. Spent up all the mileage, man. I just got out the banner, and I'm in the window. Serving out the window. Trapping in the endo. No one Clippers on banana.
Yeah.
Bad bitch with no manners. Whipping out the phantom. Got a pocket full of money. You can't take it from me. Yeah, I know they love me. You can't take it from me.
Keep up in the forest, swerving out the lane. Thought that was your bitch, then why she in my face? I was tryna run it up and stay up out the way. Man, 10 band jug, I shipped it out the bay. She pulled up in the coupe, you know she at my place. Man, I hit her with no kind of talking about she lay. I had to beg it, but my lawyer had to beat the case. And the sticker hold the 6, you know I love to spray.
Love up on my hammer, clippers on banana. Bad bitch with no manners, whipping out the phantom. Got a pocket full of money, you can't take it from me. Yeah, I know they love me, yeah, I know they love me. In the club up on my hammer, clippers on banana. Bad bitch with no manners, whipping out the phantom. Got a pocket full of money, you can't take it from me. Yeah, I know they love me, you can't take it from me.
Everywhere.
Phoenix. Take a walk with me. Yeah. They waiting to see if I'ma really win. They blind cause it's evident. Divine and the feminine. Sublime with the elegance. Every day that I wake up, I'm up and getting it. No time to be kicking it. No time, less is business. Cause I'm busy doing other things. Speak up, man, you're mumbling. If you ain't serious about the bag, then why you trouble me? Way too focused on my goals from the floor to the ceiling. Why would you even waste my time? Can you tell me the meaning? Try to meditate, it's hard maintaining the balance. Patience tested on the rag, I'm avoiding the island. Not Jamaica, I'm speaking of, I mean the correction. Facilities, see they try and prevent my progression. But I'm protected by God, he maps out my directions. We always speaking, it's our thing, we do the daily checking. They try to dumb me down, don't know how, too small for that. Plus I can't fake it, way too real, don't have the heart for that. Me what I say and that one thing sets me apart from that. Other riffraff, too bad, they running back. They got you gas, but over here ain't none of that. I give props when it's due, but I don't owe you that. Don't let no one get in your head, no one can hold you back. Liberated, living free, the past is in the past. Elevated, now I'm seeing clearer to my path. Already read the book, so now I'll let you do the math.
I'll let you do the math.
So now I'll let you do the math.
You can add it up.
This year's for the level up, no turning back. I'm bringing the kerosene, who got the match? Like the stage on fire, that's what Phoenix does. Then I rise through the hate to receive the love. I'm doper than they thought, no, I don't need a plug. I'm locked into the socket, it's from up above. Wordsmith and her curse, they brick house. Bird shit, I'm above this, peace out. You about to get me started, bring the beast out. They thought I'd be the one that they could keep out. Never that, yo, it's my time. Big Ben, try to deny me, but you can't deny this pen. No, you can't deny this pen.
Come on now. And I say that in the most humble way.
Now the phoenix will rise up. We'll rise up. We'll rise up. Now the phoenix will rise up. We'll rise up. We'll
Tanya, right? Tanya, and then I have my younger sister that I don't think you ever met. Yo, so we here, we back. I got my guest in the building. Y'all can introduce yourselves. I think we lost one, he disappeared. He was there for a second.
I'm here.
You here?
I'm here. Ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere?
What's good, world? This is your boy, know what I mean, Antoine Twizzy Taylor, formerly known as Ant Bugs, know what I mean. Think Big Enterprise, you know how we do.
Yeah, you already know, man. It's your boy Goldie, man. Think Big Goldie. You already, you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. We leveling up. We at WMS Radio. You know, we do the damn thing how we supposed to do it. You feel me?
Yeah, I've heard your music, and I think that it's refreshing to hear stuff that's not what everybody's putting out.
I like that.
Because music started here.
Right.
I don't think it should die here. And right now, it's kind of dying.
Right.
It's kind of dying, and we got to bring it back.
Right.
But I think it's taking the people that were around when it first started to kind of bring it back. Like, we kind of dropped the ball at one point, and we was like, yo, youngins, do whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right,
do whatever.
Right.
And then we like, no, y'all fucking up. So it's like, nah, let's teach you the right way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
So born and raised in NY?
Harlem. Yes,
Harlem.
sir. Born and raised. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's me. It's in my blood.
It's in
You
your
know what I
blood.
mean? It's in my blood, man. Born and raised in Harlem. You know, Harlem's what made me. You know what I mean? Harlem's what made me. Yeah.
I'm telling you. What part of Harlem?
Sugar Hill.
Uptown.
Ain't nothing sweet about it. Ain't nothing sweet about it, man. You know? So, yeah, I'm a Harlem guy. You know what I'm saying? My man Twizzy Twan Dollar. We got a thing called Think Big. You know, our company's called Think Big. He is a founder, as well as me, my brother, and my man Al. This man right here, like, he shaped me. You know what I mean? Like, how can I sit there and say? You know, for the world that don't know, he used to be a rapper too. You know, he still got it though. You know what I mean? And he's one of my favorite artists. So when somebody asks me like, yo, who your favorite artist? I be telling like, yo, my man Twizzy Twan Dollar. You know what I'm saying? So people will look at me like, what? Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? They would think I would say a celebrity name or, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. I'd be like, nah, because he just always was authentic and real with me from day one. You know what I'm saying? Like from day one. I remember one time we was going to South Carolina driving. Me and him must have rapped from New York to South Carolina. like real. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh yeah, you nice, like So it was, you know what I mean? And then, basically from there we've been together ever since. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we built it up that way.
So where do you want your career to go? Are you looking to get signed, or are you just looking to put out good music?
No, right now I'm just looking to put out good music because, the signing thing gets funny. You know what I'm saying? It gets funny. So being how the industry is right now, I'm not even gonna say being how the industry, being how technology is right now, how you could basically do it yourself and still have all the same outlets that same industry has, even though the industry or the labels is the machine. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're the machine and they could get you to a whole bunch of places that you probably can't get to regularly yourself. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you still can't do it and be successful with all the streamings, with everything that's going on right now. So basically, it's just like I'm trying to, sky's the limit with me. Sky's the limit, but I'd rather keep it independent and keep it in the house. So now, once we get our buzz really, really to where we want to go, it's no more us looking to get signed. Now it's a little bit more. Now the ball is in our court. You know what I mean? So now, and I won't even say necessarily me getting signed as a solo artist. If it's anything gonna be signings or any deals like that, I need it to be a label. Like I need that parent company just to be y'all the distribution thing. You know what I'm saying? I need it to where we still got our ownership and we still be able to do our thing like that without them. Like for example, they could sign me to something and just have me as a tax write-off and sit me on the shelf. But then I can't do nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to go that route right now. You feel me?
And just to interject on that, know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the grind, know what I'm saying? The grind is designed, know what I'm saying, for us to basically bring the attention to us, to bring the attraction to us, know what I'm saying? Because, like, when you playing with the major labels, know what I'm saying, it's a different type of ball game. You got to have a different type of budget for that, know what I'm saying? Now, when you're an independent artist, I mean, you basically control your movement. So, know what I'm saying? You come up with your own budgets, this, that, and the third, know what I'm saying? But when you get into that major thing, know what I'm saying? You got to have that, you know what I mean? Your bag got to be serious, know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got our own situations as well. So, We just put the grind out there, know what I mean? We try to cover as many bases as we possibly can. And from there, know what I'm saying, hopefully, know what I'm saying, we attract a opportunity, a good independent opportunity as far as, know what I mean, like in comparison, in contrast to a label situation. Because you don't want to get locked up in a label for 5 albums, know what I'm saying, and then end up owing, know what I mean, getting all this advancement money and then end up owing, know what I'm saying? If we do end up going the label route, it would have to be like maybe like a single, know what I'm saying, something like that. But for the most part, we not focused on that. We trying to keep it independent, and whatever comes from the grind, that's what we willing to take on.
So how do you actually push your music?
Well, right now we doing the grassroots campaign. So we starting from scratch. We going from the bottom up. We going, I mean, attack all angles in New York City. We going to basically network with the DJs, local DJs on up. Know what I'm saying? We're going to attack, I mean, as many platforms as we can as possible as far as the showcases are concerned. Know what I'm saying? Through radio stations such as your own, know what I mean, podcasting, everything. And then, know what I mean, basically, with all that, we're going to build the content. Know what I'm saying? So the content basically, know what I'm saying, kind of covers, it doesn't cover the entire, know what I mean, marketing strategy, but it covers a big portion of that. Because once you got the content, know what I'm saying, the content gives a good perception of you as an artist. So basically, like, once we do these events and everything, we got the cameraman and all that, know what I'm saying? We get the footage, we chop the footage up, and then that's how we, know what I'm saying, present the content to the, know what I mean, to the social media, to whoever, know what I'm saying? So that's how we pretty much putting it out there.
And like you were saying earlier, with the way social media, the internet, and the way the industry is now, it's the only way to really put yourself out there.
Correct.
Is chopping up content and flooding it.
Flooding the market.
It's like
right.
every day. I listen to a lot of influential people, and they like, people post once or twice a day, once a month, twice a week. It's like, no, you got to be there in shifts. It's like you getting up going to work. You there in the morning, you there in the afternoon, you there before they go to sleep, you there when they wake up.
And you, I mean, like, you are completely right, because it was at one point that with me, like, that was one of the hardest things for me. You know what I'm saying, as far as the gram and the social media, because it was just like, damn, I got to get on this shit every day. Like, they got to see my face or see what I'm doing every day, but this is what I chose.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I understand what comes with the game. And this is why, like, my brother Tom, he'll get on me about it. You know what I'm saying? I got a manager named E, where she gets on me about it. Like, everybody gets something. Like, bro, you better get on it. You know what I mean? You better do this, that, and third. So, you know what I mean? But that's all part of the grind. And like you said, with like radio stations, as in yourself and things like that. Like, at the end of the day, like right now, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. If it came between, and I'm just throwing a radio station out there, is just no, you know what I mean, no disrespect or anything to any radio station, but just say if it was between Power 105 and you right now, I would rather come to you. And the reason why I'd rather come to you, because again, you are the grassroots. So actually, in all actuality, your ear is to the streets more than anything else, and it's not political. You know what I'm saying? It's strictly authentic. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, when he say the grassroots, and I feel where he coming from, it's like we have to build that rapport with people and DJs like you and the public like you and things like that to build it up. And to me, it's like, I think that's something that the game is missing. I know what I miss from the game is like when I looked at celebrities and things like that, I was in awe. I was in shock to see a celebrity at a time, because it's like, oh shit, I really this, that, and the third, and they built something up so crazy. But now it's just like so many things are either watered down, so political. It's like nobody loves the culture no more.
Because all you need is one person to back you that got a big bag, and that's it. That's it. And then it's like that one person is reproducing artists in the same way, with the same music, the same sound, the same everything. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, we're gonna color your hair this way, we're gonna braid your hair that way. But we still gonna add the color, so it's a little bit of variation, but it's still the same shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. And then, like, not to mention, like, just like how you said, they putting that bag behind these artists, and these artists, they not even lasting long. So they main concern, like, a lot, what I'm seeing, like, as far as, like, when I'm talking to these younger artists, they want to be lit, you know what I'm saying? They're not focused on having longevity within their career. They just want to be lit. They want to be popping at the time. They want to be seen, which is all good, because, you know, at one point in time, you know, we was all young. We all wanted the limelight and all that. But in the same token, you got to focus on longevity. You got to focus on, getting your own money. You can't focus on just living off somebody else's bag and being lit off somebody else's bag, because at the end of the day, that's going to leave you with the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? So, like, basically with Think Big Consulting, that's what we trying to do. We trying to, give direction to artists. We trying to, we're not trying to sell you a dream, but we trying to sell you direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I don't know what I was watching, something that came across, but they were talking about, and it always comes up every couple of years, how artists that get signed, they get that advancement money. First thing they do is get a rapper starter kit. They get the chain, the jewelry card,
right.
this, that, and the third. So usually they just broke it down like all the other videos and stuff that I heard. They broke it down to that point. But somebody was like, yo, you still got to put out music. So you can't make no money until you put out music. And it's either you're going to put out music to try and recoup some of that money. But you got to remember the videos, all the production, all that still comes out that advancement money. Like all of that is still there. You got to pay for it. So next thing you know, you 2 albums in and you haven't made no money because you spent all your advancement money that you got up front. Now you 2 albums in and you broke.
That's a fact. And you can't get no more advancement
And
money.
no more
And you
advancement
sitting
money.
in the red zone.
And you might get dropped.
And then still can't even go nowhere else.
Right. Right. You still stuck, you still owe us, like, you a $500,000, what up? And now you got no music, and they take your publishing, they take everything when they give you that advancement. Yeah. So you can't do nothing with it. You can't even put out your own shit.
And this is why, and this is another reason why I like my team, you know what I'm saying? Because we're heavy on the business aspects, you know what I'm saying, of it, or the behind the scenes. So, like it's so cliche. A lot of people say, yeah, it's 90% business and 10% music, but a lot of people don't really believe it. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? But when you start to believe it and you start to see it, you really realize that, yeah, it is 10% music and 90% everything else. So this is where the Think Big and my team come in, because I'm the artist. You know what I mean? So they sit there and they mold me. And this is another thing too. Like what I realized with the game and why I love my team so much is because we still believe in artist development.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Nowadays, since it's so easy to get on, it ain't no artist development. Half these people don't even know how to spell their name, let alone conduct an interview. You understand? Or carry themselves outside. You know what I mean? To be like, well, this is how you're supposed to carry yourself. Even when you go to a restaurant and sit down, if you're having a business meeting, you know what I mean? Some people still don't even know how to have the right dialect or the right intellect or to show that the positiveness or where or how far your mind can extend, because just like when you break it down to labels and things like that, and even from what I've been seeing with the game, and it's crazy because me and him was just talking in the car about culture vultures and just certain things that's gonna come up, and it's like sometimes these labels don't give a part of my friends, but they don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. So now they'd rather have you do a gimmick, go jump out the window, commit suicide, cause we getting money off you. We don't care what you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, what you doing. So this is why, and just like they taught me, and I carry myself hard. It's like when you come in with who you come in with, and you got to know who you come in the game with, and then whoever surrounded you. As long as I don't have yes men surrounding me, I know I'm as good as he's gonna be, because he's not gonna let me fold the same way I'm not gonna let him fold. So if I'm representing him and I'm representing the Think Big joint, he's not gonna let me just jump out the window and be like, yeah, go ahead, just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I love what they're doing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because they are actually like, they're molding me. You know what I'm saying? They still building me up, and this is where he talk about with the grassroots, and that's why I got the song. The song I got is called Level Up. You know what I'm saying? So when I say level up, a lot of people would think, let me say, first when you hear level up, it's so cliche because they'll think, oh, big cars, big jewelry, level up, popping bottles, you know what I'm saying, all of this. But my version of level up is not that. My version of level up is that we all try to level up every day, whether it's knowledge, whether it's trying to get $1, whether it's just trying to better yourself as a whole, and to me, that's leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a good father and you're bettering your kids, you're leveling up and you're leveling them up. You know what I mean? So that's the meaning of my thing with level up. So it's bigger than anything materialistic, and this is why, like I said, I love my team so much, because they're leveling me up. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the name of the EP that I'm working on too. So it's the name of the single, but it's the name of the EP is too, called Level Up, because we're cliche, we're thinking big. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way we could do. So that's that's what we at with.
And you speak about artist development and how important that is.
Yes.
I've had artists up here, new artists, young artists,
Right.
just started maybe 4 or 5 months in the game. They don't even know how to project their voice into the microphone. Like, and I'm like, how is it you call yourself an artist?
Right.
Or I've been to showcases and they're performing over a full track, with vocals and everything. And it's like, no, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. You might as well just lip sync. Now you Nilly Vanilli or whatever the fuck.
You know what's crazy, right? One time I did a show, and that you say that, and it was a showcase, and DJ Self was there, right? So I did the same exact thing you said. I had the track playing and things like that. So at first I thought Self was trying to play me. You know what I'm saying? He told me, he said, listen, if I came here to hear karaoke, I would have went to a karaoke bar. I didn't understand it at first. I'm not gonna lie. I'm humble. That's one thing about it. I'm humble. But I didn't. I'm like, oh, this hating ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Like, you ain't just see this performance. Like, what you? But then at the end of the day, it was just like, yo, look, I didn't come here just to hit. I came here to see you perform. I didn't come here to hear your track just to hear your track. I want to see how you perform, which is gonna make me love your track even more. And that's what made me understand it. Like, oh, snap, like he's right. Like nobody wants to come in here karaoke. They want to see you. So when I go to a concert, I want to see the performance. If I just want to hear your record spinning, I can sit in my car and play it loud.
That's it. That's it. And it's the truth.
It's funny. It's funny that y'all bring that up because just this past Friday we had we did a show out in Queens. And
shout out to Blackthorn for that. Blackthorn.
Yeah, shout out to Blackthorn 51. But the majority of the artists, they were performing over their own track.
It's bad.
And it's like, and I'm looking, that's like when I go to a showcase, that's one of the first things I'm looking for. I'm looking to see how you project your voice. I'm looking to see your breath control. I'm looking to see all these all the little things. You know what I'm saying? And for me to see you performing over the whole entire track, it's like it's baffling because, like he said, you can sit in the car and listen to that. I mean, if you want to listen to it, it's like it's a complete turn off, and it shows like, I mean, is your level of professionalism ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the show is concerned, if you want to have vocals on there, put your emphasis vocals on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely have your hook. You want to have your hook on there. You know what I'm saying? So that way you catch your breath and, you know what I mean, you can relax a little bit, especially if your hook is catchy. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, your verses, just have your emphasis on there, have your ad-libs on there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as your whole track, it's not, I mean, it's not feasible at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it also promotes a sense of laziness. It's like, yeah, I could really have done it a little different, but fuck it, I'm just gonna, if I forget my words, because some people forget their words, they can't even follow their own track. So then they get stuck. Now they look real stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like, but ain't that your shit? Like, like how you fuck that one up? But yo,
that's a fact.
It's wild and crazy, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I think that the industry, well, not the industry, but the internet has allowed a lot of this to happen.
Yes.
Because all you need, you could be a SoundCloud rapper. You could be a Mixcloud rapper. You could be.
You're right.
Like you just sit there. I did this shit in my house. Upload it. I'm a rapper now.
Yeah. One thing I can say about, my fault for cutting you off. One thing I can say about performing though, your energy. Now I'm saying your energy can take control over you. And then if you allow your energy to take control, you will, now I mean, jumble up a couple of words.
Yeah, you might, yeah.
But you got to be on point. So I mean, you got to keep it on point to catch it. You know what I'm saying? To where it's not noticeable. You know what I'm saying? But it's happened to me plenty of times in shows where my energy
you just
overtaking me, and I forget a word or something. But I gotta go right back and catch myself. You know what I mean? So that's where the professionalism kick in. That's where the experience kick in. Like, if you ain't got the experience, oh boy, it's gonna be one hell of a night. You know what I'm saying?
I already come up, but we was just speaking about this the other day, right? So one day, me and him did a song together, right? So we were so hype about this song, right? Man, we just recorded it. So boom, we go do a show. What do me and him want to do? we want to do this song. Funny. We didn't know we didn't know the lyrics to the shit. But the professionalism, because we had the track just playing. So the professionalism had us freestyle the shit. Then the hook came on and we was cool.
Okay, we was cool. We was freestyle. We was up there freestyling like crazy.
It was just that
crowd.
funny. It was
But
just
the
like,
crazy was the crowd reaction. The crowd was into it. They, you know what I mean?
They didn't know what was going on.
They didn't know exactly. They didn't know what was. Me and him knew what was going on, but they did. So when you say like with the track, you got to be professional to know how to catch that shit. Is whoa.
Because I don't know if you guys seen Rhythm and Flow with Cardi B and all them and how.
Yeah,
all
I
that
seen a
stuff
couple
was going
joints
on.
of it.
What everybody there had skills, but there was points that people were messing up.
Right.
They freestyling, they wrote tracks. They had 24 hours to write a track, record the track, and perform the track. So there's gonna be that time that you do mess up.
That's a fact.
But it's how you catch it, and if you just go and sit there and be like, fuck, in the
I'm
middle of the
done.
whole
Yeah,
track,
and
you're like,
just
man,
stop.
fuck it, and everybody's looking at you like, what just happened? Then now you fucked up.
Right.
But there was some people that when they fucked up, they just kept on rocking with it, moving, flowing, and it was like, only if you heard the track before, you know that they fucked up.
Right.
But watching them, you didn't know. Like, it was a seamless fuck up to continue in the performance.
Right.
And it just went great.
Right.
So as far as investing in your craft, your talent, what would you tell those artists out there that talk about they want to get paid and they don't want to pay for shit?
I'm gonna tell them like I tell everybody. In this game, you gotta pay to play. Bottom line, I don't care what way you look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's no shortcuts. You gotta pay to play.
Like for example, I'm gonna tell you one thing I did. You know what I mean? And when it came down to money and things like that, I got tired of going to everybody's studio. I'm paying $50 an hour here. I'm doing this to get this. I'm doing all of this shit. But I sat back and did. I said, you know what? I'm smoking all this weed. I'm going to the strip club. I'm spending. Why the fuck I'm not investing this in myself to get my own studio and learn?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what I did. Got my own studio and learned this shit. I mean, when I started out, the mixing and engineering, I was trash. I'm not gonna lie, but it developed. You understand what I'm saying? And then that was one. If I say any investment I did as an artist, that was one of the best investments I've done. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm not on. Now I can be very comfortable. If I could be sleeping and wake up and get an idea. I ain't gotta be like, oh shit, I gotta book the studio time for tomorrow. I can say, oh yeah, this is what I feel. Let me get up, lay this part down at least. It just at least that. You know what I'm saying? And that's, if I don't say nothing else to all the artists like me that's coming up, I would say, and being that how technology is right now with the inboxes and with the studios where you could do it in your room with the chaotic eyeball where I could cover the mic and clear out all the noise in the background, I would suggest an artist invest in themselves with that. You know what I'm saying? But then they also got to understand that one thing I don't like about artists, like with me, I'm so humble. I don't go around being like, yo, I'm the nicest out. I'm better than this. I deserve this, because I don't got a fucking plaque on my wall. I don't got none of this shit. So at the end of the day, I don't care how much I feel I'm nice. I'm still humble because I didn't get exactly to my goal yet. So I would tell artists, like, stop smelling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you smell like shit.
Yeah.
If you don't got nothing out there, you don't got nothing that you're doing, and you're not willing to invest in yourself, and a lot of artists get this fucked up, where they feel like, or if they got a manager, the manager's supposed to put all the money in. A person is only going to work as hard as you work. You know what I'm saying? Your team is only going to work as hard as you. So if you not investing in yourself and trying to get out there, just then a third, how you expect the next person to invest in you? How you expect the next person to sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to put money in you, but you not doing this? And like what we said with the word investment, any investor needs to know how that money is going to come in and get returned. And they want their return guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So who better than to love yourself? If you can't invest in yourself, you in the wrong game.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and this is where a lot of people get labels when they get signed, when they get deals. This is where a lot of people get that fucked up too. A lot of people think that they could get signed and just feel that the label's supposed to do everything, which is not true. Because if you could get signed today, but if you not on your grind, the label gonna look at that. Okay, we did our part, but you still not doing what you're doing. So this is why you're not successful. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing, artists, pay attention to your business work. Invest in that. Invest in some lessons. Invest in some businessmen. Invest in some consulting, which Think Big has, by the way. Think Big has consulting, by the way. You know what I'm saying? It does come with a fee. The first hour might be free, but it comes with a fee, so we can teach you the game. But the game is sold, not told. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is real. It's real facts about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to the CEO of Walmart and be like, yo, how you built this up? And he just gonna give me all the information. No, it doesn't work like that.
Nope.
I can't go to Bill Gates and be like, yo, how you started Microsoft? He gonna look at me like, yeah, I just started it.
You could Google some stuff, but some stuff you got to pay the freight for it.
That's a fact. You gotta pay it.
It's like I need all this extra. How I'm gonna get it? I gotta talk to somebody that really know.
But it's just, for example, just like you have your radio station and you don't own the building. So you still, for your craft, you gotta pay something.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is your craft, but you gotta pay something. Like for example, I own my apartment. I'm a shareholder, but I still have to pay maintenance fees. It's just like if I own a house, I still have to pay taxes. So you still gotta invest in yourself, no matter what you do in life.
Facts.
No matter what you do in life, you still gotta spend money. And if you can't do that, then you just in the wrong profession, period. You know what I mean? So I think that's what we'll come with and tell artists. And then if you ain't and to me, it's like if you ain't and if you're not willing to invest in yourself, then that person that you want to help is gonna look over you. Yeah. Because they don't want to put all their time and energy and you don't have that same time and energy. So that's how I look at it. I don't know that's how he look at it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to deal with nobody that don't believe in themselves, because if they don't believe in themselves, then that's their weight.
It's a fact.
It is their weight.
That's their
That's
weight.
a fact.
You don't need their weight. I'm trying to live, brother.
Yeah. We all can eat together, but if you ain't willing to go fish for that food, at least clean the fish or something, I can't fuck with you. Like,
that's great, and it's crazy that you use that analogy, because I always use that analogy with my brothers, and my brother used that analogy with me. I don't want to feed them. Fuck feeding them. Feed yourself. Let me teach you how to fish. You know what I'm saying? It was a time, and I'm gonna keep it real. Like, just I get personal. Like, so, but I was in Pennsylvania at one time. You know what I'm saying? I was trapping. Sit there and say I was trapping. At times, my friends, my family was going through things. And I dead ass told my family, like, nah. I said, if I'm already out here doing this, I'm not bringing y'all a part of this. Because if anything happened to me, I don't need the whole fucking team to go down. Like, come on, I'm already out here. So whatever's needed, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And this is where we build our relationships. This is where things come into play. So it's like, just like with Torn, like, I could trust him with my life. I could trust him with anything. The same way he knows if he tells me something, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as artists go, it's like you gotta know who your team is, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who your team is, then everybody's gonna promise you everything. You know what I'm saying? But we not over on the promises shit. We just on real life to this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and also, like, you guys got your own movement going on.
Yes.
But I know you've probably come across artists or groups of artists that talk about they have their own label. Like, I know
Every day.
Every day. It's like, oh, I got my own label, and meanwhile they haven't put out a track. They don't got no budget. They don't even
got it incorporated or LLC.
So, what would be your advice to them?
Stop saying you got your own label until you got all your paperwork. Until you're able to put out music, until you really to back your own label. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. So when it's like, for example, if they see Think Big, they see what Think Big is doing. We not just saying, oh yeah, we think big or don't think at all. Nah, y'all could go to things. Y'all could see things. Y'all could go to certain charts. Y'all could go to certain things and see names up there and see what we've done. You know what I'm saying? Don't call yourself first of all, don't call yourself a label one if you're the only artist. That's just my opinion.
You started it, signed yourself.
Yeah, like what? You a label where?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the label is an entity, it's thing, and then people gotta understand like it's bigger than the music. It's your brand. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a label, it's like we can't say Think Big has a label and they be like, okay, so what do y'all do? We don't want to just sit here and say music. This is why our brand with Think Big is so much more. So like even if you go back in the day and you look at Bad Boy and you look at, matter of fact, we're gonna say Rockefeller. When Rockefeller, before Rock Nation was doing what they was doing, you had your music department, you had your clothing department, you had your liquor department. That's what made the label.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it was an entity now. Now it's a brand. Now you got a business. So if you don't got that in the making, or if you don't think big in that long term to do that, keep that label stuff to yourself for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Until you got.
And I think it's real easy to say that you have one because of social media.
Absolutely.
It's a front. It's more of a front. It's more of a look. This is who I want to be. So this is who I'm gonna tell you I am. But I'm really not none of these things.
It's funny that you say that too, because I just had a conversation the other day with a partner of mine named Al. So Al, how can I like what we do? We pick each other's brains. So say I may ask him a question that I may know the answers to already, but I'm gonna ask him just to pick his brain, just to keep him sharp to see where he at. So I say that because Al called me the other day, so we was talking. So Al was like, "Yo, you don't realize why iTunes and Spotify and all of that shit, like when you upload your stuff, they ask you, is this part of, or do you have a label name?" He's like, "You don't realize why they don't do that?" He's like, "Because everybody is saying they have a label." So now when, like I said, the game is sold, and I told y'all, I ain't telling y'all everything. But it's just the point that if you don't have your paperwork right, it's so much money that's out there that's missing. Because everybody just wants to say they have a label. So Spotify, Apple, and all these streaming sites, they don't stress that shit like that. Yeah, say you got a label. Say whatever. And if it's not incorporated, LLC, or registered, you're missing so
Because they don't gotta pay royalties.
They don't gotta pay royalties.
Oh, we don't gotta pay you. Don't worry.
This is exactly where it's at.
Here's where it get even worse with these artists, right? They saying they got a label. They saying that, oh, it's about to pop for me. This, that, and the third. This, that, and the fifth. 9 times out of 10, they're not registered to ASCAP or BMI.
Or
That's first and
any
foremost.
PROs. Yeah.
Second of all, music is not copyrighted. How you gonna get paid if your music is not copyrighted? Where's your
ISRC number.
Exactly. Where's your ISRC numbers? Where is your publishing? How are you gonna get publishing money if you don't have a copyright on your record? Know what I'm saying? And then I had an artist. Now I mean, I'm talking to an artist the other day. Same thing. Oh yeah, it's about to pop. This, that, and the third. All right, cool. You registered to ASCAP? What is ASCAP? You're a musician, brother. You should know what ASCAP is off the rip. You're a musician. Understand what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of these artists, they taking shortcuts. They're thinking they popping because they got a video, they do a couple shows, they got a song, but they're not putting no back into the song. But yet they still think they popping. Basics ain't even down pat. Know what I'm saying? That's for one. 2, like I said, they're taking shortcuts. They're not covering all bases. So it's like, I mean, it's like as far as I'm concerned, you gotta get your game plan up, you gotta get your direction up. You gotta know exactly what you want out of this industry. Because if you don't know exactly what you want out of this industry, you're gonna have, and especially if you become hot, you'll have an executive come snatch you up and rape you for everything that you own. Mm-hmm. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Raping You Records. I know you
Raping
remember. Raping You Records. That was like the old
that was
school
on the
joke.
Yeah,
that was
the
an old
when they had
school
the
running
skit.
joke.
Yeah.
Like back in the days,
Raping
it was
You
a little
Records.
school. Yeah.
But it's real.
It's real though. Like and the Locks even back then they went through some shit.
But this,
and that's why it was on there.
But this is what I tell artists too. And like even when people talk about the rape, you know what I'm saying? People like, Puff did this, or Jay-Z and Dame did this, or Russ and them did this, and I tell people like this, like, all right, I tell them like this, I'm like, all right, put yourself in a position like this. If you're a drug dealer, and you know you got dimes in your pocket, you got a pack full handful of dimes, and somebody comes to you talking about, man, I'm paying $20, $30 for each one that you got. Are you gonna sit back and tell them, nah, man, just give me $10? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say you're not gonna do that. You gonna sit there and be like, all right, if you stupid enough to pay for this, give me that. And this is what I tell artists too. It's like, it's not that it's a business. In business, you out the business to get money. It's not that they raping you, but if you're that naive to where you not able to read the contract or you're not able to obtain, and that's what a lot of artists miss too. They're not obtaining these lawyers. They're not even understanding that these lawyers are giving consultation for free to talk and see what you got going on and even review certain things. And if they see something positive, oh yeah, let me jump on that right now because I already see a bag with it. But a lot of artists is not realizing that, and they just jumping out the window. So it's just one of those where it's just like, whoa, you're not really getting raped if you're not doing your history. You're going in there asking to just be like, hey, just take everything I got because you saying you gonna give me 100,000. I just gotta give you 2 albums. All right, cool. And this is what another thing artists that they don't realize, and this is something that I learned maybe a couple months ago. I didn't realize that just say an artist requires you to give a 10-song album and you give 10 songs. I didn't realize that them 10 songs count as 5 in the label's eyes until a couple months ago, until I did my history. And I'm like, damn, why is that? Because whoever produces the track owns 50% of the track.
That's right.
Oh shit.
So you're only giving half a song.
That's right.
Because the producer owns the other half. So for 2, you gotta do 2 songs when you get signed to make up for 1. That's crazy, right? And I just learned this shit. And this is why I say I learn every day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. So now just say he sets something up and we get a label deal. And they want, not a label, we get a deal. And they want a single deal. We want a 3 single deal. And I give them 3 singles. They tell me, nah, you mean that's your contract. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean I'm not out my, what you mean? I gave you 3 joints. No, you didn't. You gave us 1.5. And it's dead. That's one of those rape, and then artists be like, the label's raping me and things, but no, you didn't really read the fine print. You know what I'm saying? That's like taking medicine with all you seen the commercials where they'll advertise medicine, but then say mad shit mad quick in the background, so you know, but all the defects of it.
All the defects is worse than what it's
right. Then what what the cure is. So that's how I look at the rape and shit, and that's what I learned, and that's what I would tell artists too. Like, get on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Know your business before you jump into the music game.
And I know
you gotta pay attention to details.
Yeah, and I know I'm not too sure. I can't remember which one it is, but either ASCAP or BMI for artists to register is free. One of them is. I don't know which one it is. I can't remember.
It's BMI for artists to register.
To register.
Yeah,
BMI.
to register like as a writer.
Yeah,
it's free.
It's free. I know ASCAP. One of them you gotta pay for.
I think ASCAP you gotta pay like $25.
I paid a fee for that.
Yeah, you
ASCAP.
ASCAP.
I did it so long ago. So
But
ASCAP you gotta pay.
But the fee is how much?
Like $25.
$25.
Yeah, like
But it probably went up now because, like I said,
yeah.
I registered I did that years ago.
$25.
So,
But
yeah, it's
how many
definitely
of these
a fee.
artists spend more than that
On Bud?
On
Bud,
bullshit.
we just gonna say Bud, my nigga. It's $25 to $30 an eighth right now.
Right.
So you spending this every day, but you can't invest in yourself,
Right.
something like.
That's gonna bring you that residual money, and that's what a lot of artists don't have the mindset of a businessman. They just want to put out music and hope that shit blow up and they get a fat check, and that fat check is supposed to sustain them, but they don't know how to take that money and re-up and continue to make money off of that. They don't. They don't know how to do it.
And it's just like what we begin to learn as we're coming up. It's just like even like what we say it's 90% business and 10% music, but it's about your branding. It's about what else are you offering besides the music. And nowadays, since the attention span is so low, it's so quick. They love you today, hate you tomorrow. It's like, what are you gonna give the people to make them subscribe to you besides your music? And that's where a lot of things with these artists nowadays is getting twisted. And I can say this now because these are things, like I say, I'm humble. These are things that I'm fairly learning within the recent year. Like, oh shit, okay, I see now you have to have merchandising. I see why you have to have a brand because the attention span is so short now. It's like, I remember at one time, it was at one point when CDs were still being rotated. I used to like to open up the book and cover, see the color, hang up pages, just see certain names. Nowadays, you can't get that. It's like, oh, he had an album out today. Oh, it's popping this week. What's popping next week? Like, that artist is forgot about unless they got other things going on to keep them relevant. You know what I mean? So it's all about branding. It's a lot.
That's why the mixtapes, like a lot of artists, they focus on mixtapes. It's not really beneficial. If you got, I mean, it's good for your following, good for your core fan base. You know, for the most part, a mixtape is at the end of the day promotional use only. So that's, you know what I mean, that should be the focus of a mixtape. A mixtape is not, you know what I mean, a resource for you to get on, because 9 times out of 10 there's no record execs checking for no mixtapes. They want to see a record. They want to see a record that, you know what I mean, that's been well put together, that's been pushed. You know what I'm saying? Pushed to the utmost with a strategy, not a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Like I try to tell artists, like, gotta fall back on the mixtapes and focus on getting these records out, pushing these records. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna get you the money. Only way the mixtape is going to benefit you 9 times out of 10 is if you're already on. You know what I'm saying? And then you can sell the rights. You know what I mean? To that Piff or, you know what I'm saying, a particular platform that's willing to take it on. But for the most part, it's not beneficial to an artist, especially an up and coming artist. It's not really beneficial unless you have a following, a decent enough following that, you know, you keep their feet wet, you keep them hungry. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only purpose it serves. You gotta push a record. You know what I'm saying? Get behind these records. Get you a main single. Get you a B-side. Push those. You know what I'm saying? Put your money behind those and just, you know what I mean, go from there.
And at the end of the day, too, with the streamings and how everything is now, it's like you could put out singles, you could put out what you're doing, and the playlist, that's basically your mixtape. Because every time you put out something, it's going into your playlist. So whatever you push out, people are going to see, oh, he got this song up there, he got this song. And at the end of the day, it either eventually becomes an album or a playlist. Mm-hmm. And another thing I realized, and this is where people flop at too, even people that sign to labels, they'll put out an album and that album will flop and say, oh, nah, it was just a mixtape. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You put this shit out and it didn't do what you wanted it to do, but because you was an artist with a name, you can sit there and say it's a mixtape. But as an independent artist, if you're dealing with a budget and you're trying to come up, it's not smart to do that unless you have a big following. Not even a big following, unless you have really a strong following that you know is gonna go to it, that you know you could do shows consistently every week or 3 to 4 shows a week and be relevant. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So that's what we at with it.
So what we gonna do? We gonna get into this track. I want you to introduce it.
All right. We got the track right now. It's called "Level Up." It's produced by Jimi Kendrix. Now, anybody that knows Jimi Kendrix, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna talk about it. Just Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a platinum award-winning producer. He got with me, heard my sound, and we're working on the EP, but it's called Level Up. You know what I mean? Produced by Jimi Kendrix. Legendary.
Listen me, anymore.
So we leveling up. Yeah. I said we leveling up. Ain't nobody better than us. Blue faces, man, the shutter is up. I see we leveling up, up. And they ain't notice us. Ain't nobody gon' hold us up, no. My niggas be leveling up. All my bitches be leveling up. You see we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up. Ain't nobody better than us. Blue faces, man, the cheddar is up. You see we leveling up, up. And they ain't notice us. Ain't nobody gon' hold us up, no. My niggas be leveling up, all my bitches be leveling up. You see, we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up. Pop about this bitch like whoa, putting on a show, nigga whole neck glow like whoa. I done seen all faces, got rich. leveled up my bezel up. And when I ball hard, fella, I don't check it up. It ain't the Beamer or the Benz, then we Lex it up. Nobody better, bruh, it's hard to stand next to us, yeah. Ride around the city bagging biddies and they see it from uptown. The fly zone let me. The swag is so right, the freshest on the billy, and y'all ain't gotta be mad, just level up with me, huh? Switch it up and went global, niggas local. I told you, you wasn't from the mud, I don't know you. Took the trap work and I put it on these vocals. If you need to level up, I promise I said leveling up. Ain't nobody better than us. Blue faces, man, the shutter is up. I see we leveling up, up, and they ain't notice us. Ain't nobody gon' hold us up, no. My niggas be leveling up, all my bitches be leveling up. You see we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up. Ain't nobody better than us. Blue faces, man, the cheddar is up. You see we leveling up, up. And they ain't notice us. Ain't nobody gon' hold us up, no. My niggas be leveling up, all my bitches be leveling up. You see we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up. Pull up on the scene, double cup, make them lean. I got her all nighter, so I'm going off the beam. I'm sick with it, see that whip, cause 6 digits. I gave it cool jewels, now the team look like Christmas. Do I'm out of women, I don't really fuck with pigeons. I only talk Miami cause I vacate different. And every time I passport, y'all wanna say I'm tripping. Seeing why y'all mad, cause I leveled up my mission, yeah. Every time I talk, they say I'm pimping. Every time these people see me, they say I glisten. Soul food, pocket see a nigga getting chicken. And I came to shoot the game, watch how I'm tipping. And you see it's winning. Think big, we do it real big. Real niggas gon' feel this, it's real shit. Pop a bottle, level up to this. It's still a victory lap, rest in peace to Nick. Ain't nobody better than us. Blue faces, man, the cheddar is up. I see we leveling up, up. And they ain't notice us. Ain't nobody gon' hold us up, no. My niggas be leveling up, all my bitches be leveling up. You see we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up. Ain't nobody better than us. Blue faces, man, the cheddar is up. You see we leveling up, up. And they ain't notice us. Ain't nobody gon' hold us up, no. My niggas be leveling up, all my bitches be leveling up. You see we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up, up. I said we leveling up.
You tune into Private Radio, Ear to the Street segment. Here we go, y'all. Always 100 dedication.
Yeah. Get 'em, yeah. Get 'em, say get 'em. I say get 'em. Run up a check, watch me flex. Look at my wrist, look at my neck, Ain't no case, you check the sway. Stacking face, it's dedication. Oh yeah, I'm on, blowing strong, yeah. Sipping it dirty, yeah. Make me flirty, ain't no occasion. You check the sway, always on stacking face. It's dedication, yeah. Dedication, tell me why they hate. I just put the work and get my name across the nation. Look me in my eyes, you can tell that I've been blazing. I be sitting fire, you would swear that I was Satan. Way too blessed though, money come like presto. You would think it's magic, it be tragic how I flex though. Favorite color green on the scene with the big bro. Beat double M, but the M's thought you should know. Pocket of blows, give on the flow, making them sick when I'm coming through. Never gonna lose, tell her the truth, it's gonna be me way over you. Always 100, know how I'm running, stacking his money, booming and bunking, came from the south, you know what I'm about, it's nothing to me, it's never a doubt, never. What you mean, huh? I'm getting green, always been the type that your chick on light, spit it off the dome, I don't gotta write, if we gotta fight, know it's on sight, know I kill the mic, and it's nothing like nothing you ever seen before, always 100 the connoisseur, check, watch me flex, look at my wrist, look at my neck, ain't no occasion, you check the sway, stacking face, it's dedication, oh yeah, I'm on, blowing strong, sipping it dirty, make me flirty, ain't no occasion, I know, stacking face, it's dedication, I was born for this, you know, born to get this dope, never in gang, but running my gang, peep my chain, remember the name, act a little bit different when I'm on the Hennessy, man, I usually tell her nah, but tonight we gon' see, I say welcome to the party, but the name ain't Pop Smoke, see a freaking little broad, make it pop when we smoke, I just wanna get loose, with your boo since y'all through. Heard you mad over the kitty, bring her back once I'm through. I'm a dog, man, I hear it all the time. Stacking big bank faces, count a Benji at a time. I got zero time to waste, you ain't grinding, what a waste. If a hater try my team, punch him dead up in his face. What you mean, huh? I'm getting green, always been the type that your chick gon' like. Spit it off the dome, I don't gotta write. If we gotta fight, know it's on sight. Know I kill the mic, and it's nothing like nothing you ever seen before. Always 100 the connoisseur. Check, watch me flex, Look at my wrist, look at my neck, Ain't no occasion, your check is sway. Stacking face,
we held round table meetings in the front of my house.
I'm on, strong, sipping it dirty, it make me flirty. Ain't no occasion, your chick is sway. Stacking face, you know the cash, dedication, nigga. Yeah.
What you gonna do when they coming straight for you?
Alright, we got notes 82. What?
Of the fittest, only the strong survive. Divide and we conquer. The way I stay alive. We held round table meetings in the front of my house. No room for us to slip into the hands of a drought. I was only 16, I needed food for my house. While my niggas hustle wait to move food on they plate. Move keys inside the hood for a nigga named Cliff. Never thought he'd shoot himself, Lenny gave him these tips. Look, the copper hit the spot, make everything flip. I thought I had it covered, but Lenny's a snitch. He would keep a little hair and give it to Tip. Look, Tip is main squeeze, plus he gave it a dip. There's gotta be a reason the team done split. Now it's 2 underground that the coroner fixed. Still alive, so I guess I survived the hit. And my mother's never home, so she dodged the clip. And my father's out of town, won't be back to the 5th. That they had to kill my nigga, son was born on the 5th. What you gon' do when they coming straight for you? Knocking at your door, guns blazing at your crew. Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive. Divide and we conquer, the way I stay alive. What you gon' do when they coming straight for you? Knocking at your door, guns blazing at your crew. Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive. Divide and we conquer, the way I stay alive. Was highly anticipated that I came in the game. I got these soldiers bottled up like an ounce of cocaine. Cause the military casuals always dying the cause. The hood was on alert for many years, then turned soft. Who's to blame? All these critics is right, huh? We lied about the block, then created our lives. We lost sight to the movement that King left us. I got fight in my veins, so can never be tamed. You heard that by any means. Nigga, you're dreaming, I'm starving for tomorrow. I'm a wolf since fear. And the 2 texts in the trunk can leave you right there. Let's make it clear. I'm the newest coming of Christ. Since that man made reasonable doubt and triple the hype. They wanna know how I move these packets of white. It's my life to give you 150 each night. Cause I never scream a hater scream, note you too nice. What you gon' do when they coming straight for you? Knocking at your door, guns blazing at your crew. Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive. Divide and we conquer, the way I stay alive. What you gon' do when they coming straight for you? Knocking at your door, guns blazing at your crew. Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive. Divide and we conquer, the way I stay alive. Probably catch a body, probably even worse. Cause the wolves on my block carry underneath they shirts. Seeing work in the corner, pockets hurts. Cause the money they can see in the week gon' cop work. Went from playing ball to shooting at cops, you're dead wrong. Got them on the sidelines looking, I feel you cold. Cause niggas on the outside looking, they want more. See you on the corner with flaws, your life lost. The block don't give a fuck about you, we'll move on. Nigga on the floor for shy, my nigga gone. 8 years later, my vision is reborn. Survival of the fittest, I'm back, I want more.
That's Max Julian, baby. Come on now, I'm telling you. He was in everything. He was in everything. He was a nigga that's me, my shit. That was cool as shit.
Yo, we back, y'all. We back. Yo, we here. We in the building.
Yo.
We listening to Goldie's Level Up.
Yeah.
We had Notes 82, and we had Always 100 playing for the Ear to the Street segment. So, Level Up, we talked about it a little bit, and definitely there's a vibe to it.
Right.
It moves. It's like I want to say it's like a mixture of the past and the present.
Absolutely. You hit it on the head.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a
You
mixture
hit it
of
on
the
the head.
past and the present. So you can actually hit the people that really vibe with the old flow, the way shit used to go, but then still catch the ear the cats that really listen to that new shit.
Absolutely. You hit it on the head, and that's where, like, actually when Jimmy gave me the track, and I heard the track, so I hear boom bapping, and I'm like, all right, I see where it's at. But then I had to think about the times of nowadays right now. So I said, okay, how can I be trendy but not be the same? You understand what I'm saying? So when I heard it, I'm like, all right, I can throw some auto-tune in this, that, and the third, but I can still keep it my bar ways and things like that and go in and out with it. So that was my whole point to it. So when you sit there and say it's like that bar joint, but it's trendy too, that's exactly what
and the auto-tune wasn't overused.
Exactly.
It was used just enough to say, look, I'm here, but I really don't need it. So I'm just going to use it
Absolutely.
to catch whoever's
There
paying
you go.
attention. Like, that's it. It's amazing. But people that listen to the real music can point the shit out.
Right. Dick. I can't even say anything else.
That's just what it is.
I can't. You're right.
I'm gonna steal all Twan's music and I'm gonna play that shit up here one day, and I'll be like, ha, I stole all of it.
It's
no
my
royalties for
man,
you, bro.
It's my boy Young Nas, bro. Like, I call him Young Nas, man. Like, and this is why. Let me tell you, one time, I'm sorry. Like, Twan, I know I'm the artist, right? But fuck it, right? It was one time. Let me tell you how authentic he is. That he don't give a fuck what time it is, what genre of music change, right? One day we on stage, we did a show. Well, he did a show. I think did we have a show? Did we have a show together, or you just did it by yourself at the time? Well, one day he did a show, right? So he's never on the trendy shit. He's gonna keep it authentic, him. And this is what just makes me love it. Just why I just be like, yo, like this nigga's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this nigga was on stage, so he didn't get the reception he wanted because people couldn't understand him. I swear to God, I ain't gonna say it was the most professional, but he still by his craft. He said, yo, you know what? He said, yo, yeah, I ain't gotta feel me right now. He said, but I guarantee you, y'all gonna be sucking my dick later. I swear to God. But he kept it so.
I was young.
But he kept it so. He kept it so authentic. He kept it so authentic in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, I fucks with you, boy. Like you. Cause I never seen nobody do that shit.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, I bleed hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I love hip hop. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be a hip hop artist. I don't consider myself a rapper. I considered myself a hip hop artist.
Yeah, he considered.
You know what I'm saying?
He
retired.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna say I'm retired, but as of right now, you know, I'm behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I do behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm trying to help artists. I mean, unsigned or up and coming. I'm trying to help them come.
The only time, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like I said, I'm sorry, you gotta get your 15 minutes of fame. Fuck this, right? The only time he'll really, really, really come out to do something, if he really feel it, I'll be like, yo, Twiz, my nigga, I need you on this. Like, I need you on it. It was one day, we got this song, and I'm gonna send it to you personally. You know what I'm saying? We got this song. He walked into the lab one day, and I don't know what type of weed I was smoking. I don't know what exotic shit this was, but I was smacked, right? So he walked in. He said, "Oh shit, Go, that's fire." I said, "Word." I said, "I don't even know what it is because like I don't like to brag about it, but I don't write anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my own studio, so I just don't." So I'm like, "Yo, bro, I just felt the vibe of the beat, bro, and just came in." What he do? He sit down. 3 minutes later, he got a whole verse. I'm like, you know what? This I don't fuck with you, my nigga. Right? Nah, dude. It's like, yo, hey, this guy. So he comes out of retirement. Yeah, every now and then, depending on the track. You feel me?
But what I know about Twan, because me and him grew up, like, we go back. 101st Street, East Harlem,
East Side.
East Harlem, fucking 99th Street, 101st
East Side.
Like all that. Like I remember, well, me seeing you today, I'm like, damn, you had a growth spurt since the last time I remember. Because he was the only dude I knew that was under 5 feet that could dunk. Oh, yo, I swear, I'm like, yo. He used to run up and down the court and just, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, how?
How he did it. Like, that's just
Like
shit
how?
I remember. That's just shit I remember. And you know, it's just one of those things. But he was always into music.
Right.
He was a dancer and all that stuff. Like there was a lot of things.
Pop lock.
All that.
He's like pop lock now. Don't try to sister that. If you was 2-stepping, nigga.
Nah, I'm 2-step now. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back then I used to
he used to dance for real.
You know what I mean? I used to be nice with the pop
Chill,
lock.
Big Daddy Kane.
And I had the flat top and all that.
Yeah, man. Yo, it was crazy back in the day.
I mean, it's hip hop, man. I love hip hop.
When you love it, you just go keep on doing it. It's like it is what it is. Where we was from is what we all from the same place. Just a couple of blocks in a different direction, though.
That's a
Everybody
fact.
in this room
right
now.
You're right.
Because Carver was that boy.
You're right.
You right on.
You're right.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
right under the tongue.
That's
so
a fact, bro.
It's just crazy the way that music and during that time influenced us.
Yes.
And had us doing shit, and look where we at today.
That's a fact.
Like somehow, some way, we all into the music. We loved it so much that somehow we found our way into it today.
And like I like it, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I always told him. I said, listen, man. I said my life, how I'm envisioning it, and I'm only envisioning it this way. It has to deal with music. I said, if it's not dealing with music, I said, this is what's gonna be my career. I said, whether I'm an artist or whether I'm playing behind the scenes, whether I'm being an engineer, I said, I need to do something musically for me to continue my life and say, okay, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, because if music's not involved, I really don't want to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it just takes me to another level. It takes me to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It makes me level up. Yeah. At the end of the day. And I'm never one to discriminate on music. I listen to everything because, like I said, I'm so humble. I can still sit there and learn from a lot of shit that's going on. I was just speaking to him about Tekashi.
Y'all talk a lot. It seems like I'm just saying.
No, this is my.
I'm not, it's not a joke, but I know that.
No, like
yeah,
this is my guy. Like this is my bro. You know, like we talk. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no just music shit. Like this is my family. Cause this is how I feel. Like if you part of my team, I need to know you. You know what I'm saying? The same way you need to know me. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to look at you and be like, alright, he having a fucked up day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, that, and the third. So me and him talk crazily, and we was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, Tekashi and things like that, and it's a touchy situation. I'm not gonna get into that situation too much.
Always touchy.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, damn, look at what all the gimmicks and all of that shit led to. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. Like it's just crazy. But I say that to sit there and say that even when he was out, even though I know he wasn't lyrical or anything like that, I still paid attention. You know what I'm saying? Because there was still certain things I may have could have took from him, whether it was on the social media wave and the marketing wave and things like that. Because I can't take away from it. He's a fucking genius on that social media marketing. I cannot take that from him. Like
social media is it though. That's how they getting it. And that's what I'm saying, right? So if you think about it and you really look at how the younger crowd is going about it, a lot of them and a lot of them don't really understand the right way to go about how to get into this industry, right? This is why I had such a profound respect for cats like Puff and Jay and Dame and Biggs and Russell Simmons and then now you had Nip, right?
Right.
Nip, basically what Nipsey did was a motherfucking just incredible thing. Because if you think about it, he literally took every step from, let's say, Rockefeller, Def Jam, Bad Boy. Now let's go down south with Cash Money, No Limit. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So Death Row.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? TGE did the same thing that Death Row did. Absolutely. You feel me? So all Nipsey did was take pieces of everybody's puzzle and was like, yo, this go here, this go there, that go there, that go there. So now this is the thing. This is how he was able, you know what I'm saying? This is why he was able to put out so much content, right? And you touched earlier on mixtapes and how, you know, you don't feel that they're beneficial. For me, honestly, I think they are. Because if you think
I
about
said
it,
for, beneficial like for like up and coming artists, like artists that's like established and they pretty much have they lane established and things like that. Yeah, it's definitely beneficial for them because at the end of the day they're gonna get an opportunity from somebody because somebody's gonna want the rights. You know what I'm saying? So that way, once they get the rights, now it brings their platform a little bit of notoriety. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was touching on with the mixtape thing. Not necessarily with an artist that's pretty much established. Because
new artists.
It's new artists. Yeah.
So this is why I feel it's beneficial for a new artist, right? Mixtapes are usually, let's say, at now 6 to 8 songs at best. Back in the day, when Fab and them,
I can say that. I dig it. I dig what you say.
When Fab and them, Fab, Mace, Cam, Big L, Killer, all of these cats was dropping mixtapes. It was like 15, 16, 17 tracks.
Facts.
And these were all pushed in the street.